Hello, everyone. This is Kimmy Wyatt. Yeah, it's me in about 2 something in the damn morning. Okay, so yesterday, it's after midnight. Yesterday, I went to a public place, got online, I had an idea rather that I was being hacked into, didn't worry about it too much. Y'all be careful when you go to these libraries and stuff and people they got their laptops up. Please know if you're a gang stalking victim, they already, first of all, what I'm trying to say, my shit is so mapped out, y'all. They send somebody, I don't care where I am, and I'm talking, your girl is in multiple locations. I'm talking as far wide as 35 miles, and they will have someone right there to hacking my shit. So when I got home, went to my YouTube channel on TV, on the TV, and noticed that the damn picture I had for Kimmy covers, it's right at, I'm right at 33 Kimmy covers, right? So I'm like, let me put the same damn picture on all of the videos for Kimmy covers. Nice picture. And the time clock was ticking, and I only had about 3 seconds left, and I was trying my best to get all of them. But mind you, I had done a lot of work prior to this, How about when I get home and look at the TV, some of the pictures have returned back to the original still photo. A substantial, about 10, 12 of them. When I only had 3 of them left, I'm like, I kick it, I do it tomorrow, no problem. And I said, well, let me look at another device. You know how these browsers are. Let me look at another device. Same thing on a different device. That prompted me to put on some shoes. My hair was already pinned up to go to sleep. Forget all that. Forget the hair. I said, let me put some shoes on and get up out of here so I won't have to pay again to get on the bus or whatever, since my ticket is still good. So I called DART, Dallas Area Rapid Transit. And I knew one time a bus was going towards a location. So all I had to do was cross the street. But I was concerned with other buses, so I can get home. How about, y'all, I'm going to show y'all this business. I don't know why, here I go again with these goddamn Hispanics. And it's funny, I am not the only bus driver that took me down here, okay? Saying he already know, he said something before I said it. Y'all are so fucking karmic, man, and you think people are being prejudiced against you. You are karmic. And for all the little Rosaritas, Marias, and all y'all bitches that's sitting there laughing, thinking that what y'all husbands is doing to black people is really funny, you think that, and trust me, they're not the only race involved. Let me clarify that. Because on the laptops was a Hispanic behind me and a white dude. I already know which one it was that was hacking into the systems where I was, okay? Dude, the other dude had so many papers on the desk, man, and here we go. That's what they gonna do next, have papers on the desk. You get them fucking suggestions and shit, that's what they're gonna do. So, it kills me how you don't give a damn about your husband losing his motherfucking job. Bitch, you better tell your husband. Y'all better talk to your husbands, okay? And tell them to leave this one alone, because I've already stated, I don't care who, y'all, I'm up under this light. You see me? You see this light up here? I don't give a damn about who's agreeing with what I'm saying. I have gone through treacherous fucking times, and me and my son just got into an argument today because he still don't believe I'm a gang stalking victim. I mean, this was the worst one yet that we've had. Okay? Still thinking I'm crazy. Still thinking listening to mofos that's probably spying on me too. Y'all know how it goes. Trying to be innocent at the same damn time. I'm like, I told my son, I said, dude, let me tell you, like I told you before, I go out here and hug one of these trees. Your mama, I have been through so much shit. I don't give a fat freak about going out and spending the night outside. I did it when I had an apartment, when someone was watching my apartment. And speaking of someone watching my apartment, y'all, you know, my last apartment, y'all know, some of y'all, I had someone watching my, matter of fact, just put it this way, someone was at my place at all times. When I'm gone, that person watches my place, blah, 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 blah. Had to. When you come home and you got a 5-gallon bucket of rice water, this is just one example. Y'all on my channel, you know what's going on. And please like, share, subscribe, comment. You open your rice water up and it smells like piss. Rice water stinks as it is. I know how it smells, but here's the kicker. That was about $20,000 that I lost from that rice water. Here's the $20,000, Kimmy, yeah. I added it up. 5-gallon bucket. My rice water is potent. It is not the sit up for 12-hour rice water that you see on some of these videos. My rice water sits up anywhere from 30 to 60 days, depending on which one you want to order. You cannot put it on your care by itself like that. You have to dilute it. You don't have to, but you're gonna have some crunchy ass hair for 3 to 4 weeks. I'm just letting you know. Too much protein. It's not gonna bring your hair out. It's just gonna be, I'm talking crunchy. Y'all know I had to pour that whole 5-gallon bucket of rice water out from this bitch ass warlock. Came in and pissed y'all. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all, I'm so trying to keep my fucking composure. And I'm gonna say it again, y'all. I'm gonna say this shit again. Any man that's out here, if you out here and you know I'm struggling and you interested in me, but you know I'm struggling, stay the fuck away from me. Don't let me find out, because I'm going to pack my shit and I'm gone. I'm just letting you know. You mean to tell me your ass knew I was struggling like that and you sat back and wanted to see what the fuck was coming up next? Bye! Anyone that's an investigator or on a case, stop watching me. You can watch me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in no motherfucker that joined in any particular type of way to bring me down. And I consider those two also bringing me down. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's people. I'm telling you. But then when I rise and it's over, oh, you know, I was interested in you 2 years ago. Bitch, when I tell you we could be out to eat, I'm going to get up and walk. I'm going to get up, grab my shit and walk out the door. You mean to tell me you could have came in my life and changed things for me and you sat there to see what type of fucking butterfly I was fit to turn into? Caterpillar butterfly from Gilligan's Island. Some of y'all old school. You mean to tell me you sat there and waited for that? Now, I don't want to rush in anything either. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. But it's a lot of men out here that, they oh my God, they want the benefits. No, you're not getting any benefits. You're not getting a damn thing. I'm just keeping it real. I do not turn men on like that. Play with their emotions. I'm going to tell you straight up what's up and what's not up. Either you're going to get with it, we're going to get with it together, or that's a wrap. Bye. I am one that exercise my right to know that there are many, many fish in the damn sea. You are just one of them. Don't take it personal. Before you ever put your eyeballs on me, I was the same way. Please don't take it personal. Yeah, they're coming. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I already know where God is sending me. Been knowing it. Not sending me, but getting me out of this situation. I'm fixing to rise back up. Y'all don't know how long I've been knowing that. I've been knowing that. Fervent. I also knew what comes with that is mofos that's been looking at you struggling the whole damn time. You not one time said, here, Kim, here's $25. Now, that's a lie, because I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you some shown up. Lord, let me say something. Do y'all know I'm not going to throw this dude under the bus? I'm not going to tell you who he is. None of that. None of that. Y'all, I was on the bus. And I have a bus driver friend that might get mad about this shit. But y'all, I just tell it like it is. We just friends. I would never tell him who this is because it wasn't planned. I didn't know this guy was going to do this. So I'm on the bus. This was last year. And, you know, my bags will break because I'm walking with them. You know, eventually that's too much wear and tear. They're going to just eventually break down, right? So I'm on the bus. And although I had the money to go buy a new bag, I'm talking to this bus driver. Just met him. Just met this dude. Hadn't seen him from Jack in the Hat. Very loved the Lord. Knew what gang stalking is. Talking about the devil and how these demons are. We got along like two peas in a pot. Do y'all know when I got off that bus, that man gave me some money? He stepped off, had some. I didn't even know he had it in his hand. That man got off the bus. I'm not going to even tell y'all how much money it was. It was a substantial amount of money. And I just started crying. I said, what's it? Well, you know, people on the bus. It wasn't but 2-3 more people on the bus. But, you know, some was Hispanic. He's in there looking and being nosy. And I said, what is this? He said, that's for you. He said, go on in there and get you a bag. Y'all brought me to tears. I said, no, I got the money. He said, no, this is for you. He said, I understand what you're going through. He said, trust me, I do. Guess what? He wasn't from here. He wasn't from Texas. Go figure. Had a beautiful conversation with this guy. I mean, I had, y'all, not to say how much it is, I'll never do that. And if you give me donations, I'll never tell somebody how much you gave me. I mean, that's between you and I. But it was a substantial amount of money. I just saw this dude. I've seen him one time. Didn't know this was him. I've seen him more than one time. But I'm like, is this the same? Hi, Miss Wyatt. Hi, Miss Wyatt. I'm like, is this the same? Because, you know, I just met him. I said, is this tall dude? I said, is this the same guy? So I didn't want to say anything. Aren't you the guy that I'm... Finally, I saw him again like last week or week before last. Still kind. And we were having telephone problems. We exchanged phone numbers. That day, we were having telephone problems. And something was really going on with my eye or my shoulder. Something was not, you know, witchcraft. You know, as every day goes by, you learn more and you realize, witchcraft. Okay, this is witchcraft. You know, that kind of stuff. Wait a minute. Let me go back over here, y'all, because there's somebody got their vehicle right there, and I'm so trying to hack into my new SIM card. So guess what? Finally, I asked him. I said, aren't you the guy that gave me the blank amount of money? He said, yeah, that's me. Y'all never once said that bitch ain't saying. No, we would talk when I saw him. I talked to basically everybody. I'm very friendly, you know. But he never gave me this look like I'll never give you some money again or he never once gave me that. I said, I can't take your money. He said, y'all, this is a man. This is what made me cry, y'all. He said, I wanted to give you more, but I wish I could have given you more, but I didn't have it on me. Y'all, that's a motherfucking man. Ladies, can y'all post y'all comments? Guess what he just told me? No names, no amount of money he gave me, none of that. Guess what he just told me? Plenty of dark bus drivers, so I don't have to worry about backtracking and somebody finding out who this is. Do y'all know that this dude got married since I've seen him? Like I said, this was last year. Okay? Going through a divorce. He told me, he said, I wanted to marry you. I said, huh? He said, no, seriously. He said, I wanted to marry you. But we were having, phone problems, y'all, like the devil. Y'all know how I go. Don't want you to be in a relationship. Major phone problems. We just could not hook up after that. It was just major. And you know I'm going through, so yeah. But one time that this dude threw in my face that he gave me some money. Don't you remember who I am? I didn't even know it was him until I seen him a couple of times after that. And I was like, more than a couple of times up until this year. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, is that the same dude? That's his height. And I finally opened up and said, are you the guy that gave me that money? He said, yeah, I'm the guy that gave you that money. And he was just smiling from y'all. There is a difference between an idiot and a real man. It's so many men out here thinking that they the real man and they're not. They really think that they are a real fucking man. Now, am I saying, well, you know, Kimmy, y'all, you know my situation, give me some money. But I'm gonna tell you something, like I just said, subliminal message. Don't look at me. I'm very particular about who I date, and I will say the last 3 guys that I dated, I could have done better. Okay, I slacked up something I said I would never do, and I've told you guys that I'm very particular about who I date, and I won't take anything from them, because one of the reasons why I did date them is because we got along like 2 peas in a pot. But their finances was not up to par. But I'm hearing what you're saying, brother. I'm hearing what you are saying. I got high discernment. I see where you're going. And I've never been one of those women. If you hadn't already arrived, if you weren't clearly working on what you had going on, I'm out. No stuck up, nothing. My thing was this: choice. Life is about choices. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, in my life right now, if you don't have a home, like literally a home, and you're living in an apartment, I'm not fixing to lead you on. I'm not even fixing to play with you like that. Never have been the type of woman to play with men's emotions. I'm not fixing to play with you like that. There's nothing we can do. I cannot be with someone who lives in an apartment. Sorry, no offense to anyone. I can't. Just can't. Sorry. Well, let me tell you, go back to Julio, Jose, Jesus, Juan, and Jorge. Look here. Y'all gonna lose your job. Y'all hear these trucks over here? Y'all can hear them. Let me be quiet. A couple of crickets over there on the right side. That whole section, y'all see this pen? That whole section going all the way down. It's nothing but trucks. This is a food company. I just had to burp, sorry. This is a frozen food company. Been there for some years now. Lots of employees. I've even seen them getting on the bus with stuff they've given to them so they can take home. Okay. Why they gonna lose their job? Y'all, do y'all know I went all the way down here? I was all the way down here. Make a left. This is an intersection up here. You know, and so therefore this building on the corner, it goes all the way. It's huge manufacturing plant. How about it was like Oprah fucking Winfrey was across the street using a phone? 18-wheelers getting on the street. Not the back of the, what do they call it? The back. They had it was just the cab. I guess I'm saying it right. Just the front of the 18-wheeler. From this business. You ain't even reached and you hadn't even got to the point. You're the only one that's right here at the intersection going in that direction, going south. Why are you down here with me when you need to scoot on up to the light? I swear, cars coming out like, y'all. Somebody even at the bus stop, and I said, damn, now this is you, they can catch a bus. No. As soon as I crossed the street and got into the median to go getting closer to this building, because I went on the other side. Okay, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to make you waste your gas, and hopefully you'll have a wreck. And I'll go back to what I was saying at the beginning. Okay, what part of what I was saying that's included in this. So he's sitting at the bus stop. Soon as I said, damn, real loud, he gets up and walks up. Yeah, because they trying to hack at my phone, y'all. I am so tired of these goddamn, can I say this, Lord, how I want to say it? Can I please? Can I count it off? Like James Brown, you let him do it. Look, I'm so damn tired of these. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm gonna say it, Lord. It ain't gonna even sound right if I don't say. I'm so tired of these goddamn Mexicans following me around, and amongst other people. But I'm just saying, I'm so tired of them not understanding the fucking word no. then here comes their little wives and little girlfriends thinking so cute because they buying them all kind of fucking underwear from Victoria's Secret. Look up Victoria's Secret on YouTube or better yet, Facebook. Look up Victoria's Secret on Facebook and see how many mofos, just looking at the names, just look at their followers. I mean, I noticed that in 2015. I said, damn. They had millions of followers or 1 million followers and 70% of them. Now, you saying, what's that's irrelevant. I'm making a point. They're going to buy their wives cologne and flowers and stuff because they're doing the most when they're not with them. Let me tell you something. Y'all bitches can laugh at what y'all husbands are doing, be in the car with them sometime. The kids are in the car. That's another thing I hate about their ass. They have no fucking problem involving their children. And I've had this conversation with several people. They will involve their fucking children in their karmic activities. Well, since you want to involve your children in your karmic activities, when Juan Rodriguez Jr. dies, because you a warlock witch, and you go into these entities and these demons and Santa Marta doing all this kind of shit and trying to extract my energy, blah, 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 blah. I can go on and on and on. When your son dies, remember me like you try to remember me in my dreams, not your dreams, my dreams. I said it right. Incubuses and succubuses and spiritual spouses and all that shit. Remember me. Because guess who's returning that shit back to you and your family? 60 generations. I do 60 generations on the positive for me, and I do 60 fucking generations on the negative for you. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I have to address this too. So somebody, and they were being kind. They posted on one of my videos. I've yet to see this comment. I saw the comment, but I couldn't post back because I was in a public place and the computer was signing off. You know, the time was leaving. So I said, okay, I'll hit them up tomorrow and respond back to them. But the person was saying you can never get out of gang stalking. Not saying you can never get out of gang stalking. Or basically that's what they were saying. Let me take that back. But they were also saying, what is it that they said, y'all? Oh, Lord. You can't get out of gang. Oh, tarot reading. And like basically be careful with tarot reading. You guys, let me explain something to you. And I'm just to put my bag down and I explain this right here. I don't go looking for specific tarot readers. I have a collection of tarot readers that I listen to. Number 2, tarot reading is in the Old Testament. And it was against in the Old Testament, not the New Testament. Okay? In the Old Testament, tarot reading is there. 3, I don't like the fact that they call themselves tarot readers. Some of these people are so fucking talented that some of the ones I listen to, they don't even need fucking cards. They don't pick up a card until 20, 30 minutes into whatever they're saying in their videos. They don't even need them. Just talented, gifted, chosen. I'm very selective about who I listen to, and if I had my way, they would not be called tarot readers. And yes, back in the day, I was totally against tarot readers. Also, number 4 or 5. A lot of these tarot readers, gang stalking victims. You would be surprised how many of these tarot readers are not only gang stalking victims, they live in hotels. Or they're bouncing from one place to the next. Or they're victims of some type of witchcraft, warlockry, or whatever, which is witchcraft. A warlock is a witch, a male witch. Y'all hear me? So please, I shared that with you guys so that nobody can come behind me and tell you that I listen to tarot readers. Even if they do, the word has already been out from basically day 1. I do not listen to everyone. And number 7 or 8, let's say 7. They better love the Lord. I have one to post right now, KimMeWyattCorp, CHALMER. Y'all check this sister out. Lord Jesus, ran across her. I wasn't looking for it. But everything, I'm going to still post this particular, I was meant to do it today, but I could not post for some reason in my community on YouTube. But yeah. Y'all, yeah, check her out. I'm giving her a plug. Those are the types that I listen to, just to give you an example. Okay? Yes. Those are the types. This woman, even today, another video, she just broke down my life. Y'all, when I tell you she broke it down, they got to come with something. In other words, I don't just listen because they're tarot readers. No, I don't do that. But I understand your concern. But these days we live in, you got preachers that's up in the pulpit doing all kind of stuff. So who do you listen to? You hear me? And it's for entertainment purposes. I do not live my life by what a tarot reader said. I do not get readings for myself. I do the general public. I listen to the general public readings. Okay? Whatever they call it. The collective or whatever. And for the record, I have stopped listening to several of them that I thought was on point, and they may be on point. They are. But when you sitting there saying stuff like, and I hope I don't put this person on, well, I got to put them on. When you saying the devil is God, bye. As talented as you are, don't tell me the devil is God. And I'm still going to listen to what you got. No, and amongst other little things, and I was like, this woman does not know how talented she is, and she is saying the absolute wrong thing, trying to make you think she's saying the absolute right thing, and she is not. The devil is not God. How can the devil be God? God created the devil. Maybe, and then I thought, well, maybe that's what she was trying to say, but it's other stuff that she had said. So I have no problem getting rid of the ones that I have chosen to listen to. Okay? But when you live in a time where you can't depend on your family, you have no friends, you have nobody to talk to, and the people that you talk to, as I said at the beginning, with my own child, I'm gonna find that outlet that I need. I'm gonna find that outlet that I need. Someone who understands what's going on with me. Someone who gets it. Not that I need it, but they get it. Okay, not that it's mandatory, but they get it. A lot of us are finding those types of people. So, before you say something, do your research. Tarot reading, and I'm going to look this up again. Tarot reading is in the Old Testament, but it is not in the New Testament, and that's how we live our lives today. And although they are calling themselves tarot readers, I don't like the title. I'll say it in a minute. Y'all need to call yourself something else because you're so talented in what you're doing. I can't make them do that. That's their business. That's their channel. That's their social media. I cannot do that. I cannot tell them to get tarot out of their names, although some people don't have tarot in their name. Okay? So please, y'all, be careful like what you're saying. Just because you feeling a certain way about something or whatever, you feeling like, let me cross the street. Because I ain't got time for no motherfucker hacking in my phone. Hi? I ain't got time for no motherfucker hacking in my goddamn phone. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even see that person. I didn't even see him until they got by one of these trees real close to me. I had to help him pick up my bag and cross in the median. And they're going, hi. What? Bitch, it's 3 a.m. Who are you speaking to? Oh, because somebody dropped you off up there and you on a bike and you got your bicycle out the vehicle and you coming down because you want to get close to me and hacking my phone? No, I'm fixing to cross the street. And kind of got like perturbed because I slowed down a little bit. This is what I'm saying. These idiots really think that they got it going on like that. You're just going to sit there and stand there rather while they hacking your shit. You're just going to be still and let them do this. No, I am not. I'm going to bounce. I am in the median. Y'all see me right now. I am in the fucking median. That's the left. There's the right. That's the left. There's the right. I don't even care what time it is. You hear me? And this is a white truck. Now, y'all, look at this white truck right here, y'all. Just passed by. Looks like one of the same trucks from a motherfucker that lives in the complex or comes to visit someone in the complex and follows me every freaking day. Or better yet, shows up where the fuck I am. Let's see. I'm just going to say he went on through the light. Yeah. So that's it. That's how I'm addressing that person. Don't worry about me with tarot. Trust me. Yeah, there you go, right there. Made a you. Made a fucking you. Cause I'm not in the apartment. Made a fucking you. Y'all hear me? If it, like, look, and then turn in. So his spiritual spouse, wife, me, is not in the apartment. So I guarantee you, he's fixing to go down and turn around again. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, honey. I don't know y'all names, and I'm not trying to be funny. You know, I'm giving you names that y'all normally have, just like some Shaniqua. That's a black name, so I'm not trying to be prejudiced. Hispanic women, get y'all men. Because I'm going to tell you, the little shit that you think is funny that they're doing, let's just say that you know what they're doing, and some of y'all don't. I have to admit, it's some of y'all that has no clue what y'all men are doing. But it's a whole boatload of y'all itches that know what y'all men are doing. This is how you get in the cars and the money and you know, doing fake POAs, power of attorneys, and I'll be doing videos on that. I got a lot of videos coming up, y'all. And please, I'm going to say it again. Please go to my newest channel, which is called The Blue Cup in the Attic, and subscribe to the page. That's where all my Blue Cup and the Blue Cup in the Attic stuff will be. I'm just giving you a warning. If you're on here, and that's what you're interested in instead of my skin and hair care line or whatever, the two don't mix. And I refuse to have that stuff intertwined with my skin and hair care line any longer. I'm still posting stuff. This video will be up there, but I'm just saying, okay? Moved to another channel. So anyway, y'all, I had something else to tell y'all, and it was speaking of tarot readers. Now, what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna walk home in the median because there's a whole bunch of bushes right here. I already know how this is fixing to go. Y'all can't see them. Let me stop. You see this pen? Okay, there's a pen. I'm putting it up and down on the camera. Okay, that's a pencil rather. Right over. Y'all can't see it. It's so dark. Anyways, a whole bunch of bushes. Before I started recording this video, 3247 in, I heard someone in I'm not scared of you, but I'm not dumb either. This is where, and then an 18-wheeler, y'all, literally stopped right here from this business. Stopped right here. Guess what I did? I crossed right over that way and stayed for a minute till I told someone park right there that I said, oh, the police are coming. Bitch, aren't you in the company truck? Aren't you in the company truck? Someone, can I get an amen? They don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop. They have no fucking clue how to stop. Y'all hear me? No fucking clue. No fucking clue. You're at work, y'all. If y'all saw these cars, and you know what, I'm changing my. The reason why I didn't do a video on it was because I was avidly changing my damn passcode for my YouTube channel. Why I shouldn't have to be out here changing my passcode for a YouTube channel, y'all. I shouldn't have to leave. I shouldn't have to be spending money every day getting on buses to do the shit that I need to do. So when it comes to some of y'all men, not desperate, never have been. Look in the mirror if you're trying to talk to me. Look in the fucking mirror and do an assessment on yourself, because I have no problem telling you to turn around and walk away. I have been through too fucking much for someone to sit up and tell me, investigator or whatever, oh, I was watching you the whole time. I knew what was going on. Oh, really? You were? So you were watching me in the privacy of my home. But you kept it going because you didn't want to say anything, because you wanted to. Bye, bitch. Bye. Next. Oh, Kimmy, I meant to help you out and send you something via Cash App, but Excuse me? What stopped you? No beggar. No, I'm just trying to figure out what actually stopped you when I know your situation and I know you had the money. Oh, well, bye. I don't play in relationships. I keep it real. I keep it 110. Anybody that's ever dated me, they'll tell you, Kimmy is going to be she is one of the most upfront women I ever been with. Yeah, I don't play games. I don't have time for that. I'm going to tell you what's on my mind, okay? No mean, I'm not mean, none of that. I just don't have time for the time that some people have to do karmic shit. If you're supposed to be liking me, here we go again. You're liking me, but not one time, not one time. Yeah, we may have been somewhere, but not one time have you come out of your pocket and said, here, Kimmy, here, I just had this on me. I'm looking at your videos, girl. I don't see how you do it. Here's $20. Not going to break the bank, not one fucking iota. And I don't count people's money. I'm just keeping it real. Like I said, I know your situation. I know how much money you make. You've even told me, and this is really someone, you've even told me how much money you have saved up, but you in my face, not interested. Bye. You want to have sex with me, but who have you been messing around? That you are old enough to know how this goes. First of all, if anyone knows, you know how this goes. Now, I'm not a gold digger. I can do some shit with $5. I ain't trying to be funny. I can do some shit with $5. My mama was the same way. You got it from your mama. Not saying she's $5. That's what I'm just saying my mother raised 5 kids. And I consider her the 8th wonder of the world. I'm just keeping it real. How did she do that? So, tarot readers, y'all. This is the type of tarot readers I listen to. I was listening to a tarot reader, one of my favorites. I listened to this tarot reader. I found myself listening to this particular tarot reader at night before I go to sleep. Not planned, but she has, most of her videos are over an hour. I don't think she has one that's less than an hour, unless she's just doing something. But very interesting. And she's beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside as well. Very in your face. She's gonna curse. She's gonna say some things, elbow knocking. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think she knows who I am, but I'm just saying, she's real cool. This tarot reader, and I know she's the one that said this, and she wasn't even talking to me. It was for the collective. This woman is so off the chain. She said, "You're gonna see someone's." She didn't come in with it like this, you're gonna see. No, but she said you're gonna see someone's vehicle that's rolled over. Why did I see that the next day? Check this out, y'all. Remember when I said we were turning this shit back to the sender? Remember when I said that? Okay, now, once again, I don't know if that's the same truck. This was an 18-wheeler right here. A truck like that with just the front cab was on the street, like I said, and didn't go all the way up to the light, was right across from me, okay, and didn't go to the intersection. But when I turned around, this truck was right over her in this lane, basically, and got over. Maybe they didn't see me. Okay, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They didn't see me. Y'all, the beguiling thing about this vehicle, it wasn't an old one. It was an SUV. And you even saw a white police officer scratching her head. She could have been scratching her head for any reason. But I'm pretty sure she was scratching her head because of this. Which is why I tell y'all to return this shit back to the sender. The area I was in, lots of Hispanics. I'm just keeping it real. The area passing through, lots of Hispanics. Not house by apartments and apartments and apartments. I'm just saying this area, regardless of how it looks, intersection, if you walk to the left in 25, 30 feet, okay, well, walking steps, you're gonna run into an apartment complex or something. The whole area right there is predominantly Hispanic, predominantly Hispanic. Now y'all look at this right here. Look, predominantly Hispanic. Okay, that's Cheetos. Cheetos, boy, you better keep it moving. Cheetos hadn't done anything though. Chester Cheetah. You know, if anything, with Frito-Lay, although there's Hispanics there, they probably was just trying to slow down because I'm over here on the side. But listen, let me tell you about this vehicle, and I'm going to go on home. Let me tell you the beguiling thing about this vehicle. First of all, God let me see it. Bus driver was started driving kind of slow. Moving, but driving slow. I saw it. This vehicle was turned all the way over, y'all. Upside down. Where was the vehicle that it hit? What did it hit? That's when someone else, one of the patrons on the bus said, what did it hit? What, there's no vehicle. And then said, oh, they must have been driving real fast. There was no tree down. There was no light down. There was no vehicle that it hit. What do y'all think came out of that? God is not going to make someone else suffer for your dirty deeds. God is not going to make you or make them hit you and kill themselves because of your fucking dirty deeds. That's not going to happen. He's going to get you. And if he doesn't get you, it's going to be your family. Please know, and I will say this again, I've never practiced witchcraft a fucking day in my life. I couldn't even tell you what black magic is, but I'm black and I'm magical. Yes, I am. I'm black and I'm extremely magical. Let me get over y'all because I'm getting to these bushes I was telling y'all about. Okay? That's about all I can tell you about that. I know someone is in these bushes. When I walked down here 2 times before, you can hear someone in the bushes. No raccoon, y'all. This is my life. No raccoon. No, I'm walking down here, and it takes me a minute. And you hear them coming to all in there, but then you hear them coming towards the surface. And I drop my books. I said, bring your ass on. Which is I'm tying this up, y'all. 4230 in. Y'all leave people alone, man. This one. I don't know black magic, but I know Kareza, just like James Brown says. I know Kareza. I also know this. I practice this all the time. You put something on me. Y'all, my hand was hurting yesterday. I usually don't say anything to let y'all, but I'm doing a video. My freaking hand was hurting me on yesterday, but I don't mind telling y'all it was hurting. All out the blue, like I had arthritis or something. I mean, the bones, and when I stretch my arm, stretch my hands out, trying to give me some shit that they have or someone in their family has. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. Let's all say it together. Y'all already know what I'm about to say, some of y'all. I'm going to return it back to the sender, but with this stipulation, with this adjustment, with these adjustments, okay, divine, I call it a divine amendment. A little phrase I came up with. I'm going to ask for divine amendment. Now I'm going to let you put it out in the ethers. Because you don't know how to stop. You dead. You are so fucking dead, y'all, that's doing all this witchcraft and stuff. To me, I can't speak on no one else but this one. You doing so much witchcraft and doing all this. I sleep good. When I do go to sleep, I sleep damn good. You know why? Because I know you dead. God has already told me you dead. It's just a matter of time because he did not ordain that in my life. You put it in my life. That's number one. And since he had absolutely nothing to do with it, and we have the right to make choice, that's why he stepped out. He can't stop them. That's something they want to do. You got the choice to serve the devil. You got the choice to serve God. Those are your choices. He's not going to intervene unless you want help. Let me tell you something. This one, I love the Lord. Grew up in the church from the womb. I'm going to return it back to you. I don't know what part of that these idiots are not getting, but y'all ought to see how they coughing. Y'all ought to see how many I've seen on canes, barely walking. Y'all ought to see how many of their children just sick as hell if they're still alive, and some of their children have died. Oops. This one is not playing with you, woo-woo. Not one fucking iota. You can take heed to what I'm saying. All these years? Are you serious? 5 days wasn't enough for you? You had to go years fucking with me? I don't have no sympathy for you. And there was times, even last year, I may have had, year before last, excuse me, over the last 4 years, I may have had a little inkling of sympathy for you. I don't have no fucking sympathy for no one unless you are going through something, unless you are a victim of this, blah, 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 blah. If you are doing something to someone and they haven't done a damn thing to you, I don't have any sympathy for you. Don't even go back to the ethers, to the universe, asking for reversal. Y'all don't know how that works. I said, there's one of the chapters of the book of witchcraft that was obviously omitted, just like the book of Enoch was omitted supposedly from the Bible. That chapter has one page, 16 words. Oh, by the way, when you put witchcraft on someone, they have the right to return it back to you. Ooh, they tore that out because they wanted to make some money. Somebody tore that shit out. That was the end of that chapter, the last chapter. Chapter 23. Ooh. Chapter 16. I don't know how many damn chapters it has. And I'm being facetious. I don't even know if there is a book of witchcraft. Y'all know it is. Yeah. They tore that out. They was like, oh, no, we're not going to make no money. We're not going to make any money. No moolah. If you tell them that, oh, it's called a boomerang effect. It's not real. It's only real if the person you putting it on believes it. And I'm not saying you put it on them, they say, I believe this is from witchcraft. I believe this is from voodoo. No, they got to accept it. 5 years down the road, 5 years have passed down the road, they still don't know that you or somebody dead put some witchcraft on them. One of their eyeballs is higher than the other one. I'm keeping it real, y'all. This is called beauty magic. If a witch, if this is why most witches are either handsome, warlocks in parentheses, or they're beautiful, or somewhat beautiful, beautiful enough, because they'll pass in a crowd. In other words, as my mother would say. y'all, my mother was crazy. They'll pass in a crowd. Who says that? Yeah, man. Because they've taken the nose of someone, they've taken the eye color of someone, they've taken the something else of someone that they're jealous of. This person is in the grave probably, and they still have their fucking eyeballs. Witchcraft, y'all hear me? Voodoo. And let me say this: I will be doing a video. Can't tell you when. I will be doing a video on the difference between voodoo and hoodoo. And this is from I'm going to do some research, but this is also from my things that have been happening in my life, and witchcraft. Y'all, that's an upper level, baby. When you go to voodoo and hoodoo, I'll tell you here briefly, there's a big difference. So you can do word magic on someone, charms and all that, put some shit on an altar. These are baby witches or whatever. But when you step into voodoo and hoodoo, you usually have to go get some assistance from someone. A botanical. I thought botanicals when I was going down a major street to come home, not the bus I catch to come home, but to get to that bus. And there's a lot of Hispanic stores and stuff on this street. And I'm like, botanical. Oh, come to find out, botanical, looking at a video on YouTube, is basically people who practice witchcraft and have a store with all these hocus pocuses and all kind of shit in there. You hear me? I'm like, look at this stuff. This is a video. Damn, look at this stuff. What is this? Y'all. But don't know what I was saying. I'm going to pass it back to you, and with no sympathy. You had no sympathy for me. You had none. And I am hearing tarot readers, okay, not saying that they're talking to me, it's the collective. And basically for me, to sum up, tarot readers, they're confirming what I already fucking thought. There you go. These people are passing away. I already know it. Y'all beat me to it. I was fixing to do a video and still gonna do a video on how they are changing, man. They are passing fucking away like dropping like flies. Wink, wink. These mofos are dropping like flies, y'all. Dropping like mofo flies. Sounds familiar? Dropping just like you came as a fly. Oh, and by the way, I finally saw the movie Constantine. I saw the movie Constantine, and I can confirm. I posted a video, let me back up, of you guys, and I said the title was 10 videos. It's called 10 videos you need to watch. It's gang stalking, and then it says 10 videos you need to watch. Someone had told me rather that Constantine, speaking on flies in movies with flies is of a demon. I can't think of the demon's name right now. Okay, I thought flies were of the devil, but flies are of another demon. Okay, he's Lord of the Flies. But y'all, now y'all see this car right here? They was fixing to turn in, but I crossed over. Y'all see this? Yeah, there you go. This is a turn in. They was fixing to turn in. This is the sidewalk right here. I'm gonna see if y'all can sidewalk. Anyway, I crossed over to turn in, and they went on and got in the other lane and kept going. Oh, they gotta go jack off when I get home. Okay, I forgot. Yeah. Y'all laughing? I'm not. So I'm not going to tell you where the flies show up in the movie Constantine, but it is one of the 10 movies. It is, excuse me, one of the 10 movies that I recommended to you guys to watch, because 10 movies for different reasons. Flies, exorcisms, and things like that. Just watch that video. 10 movies. It's called Gang Stalking, space, and then, a bracket or up, the up and down line. I don't know what they call that. 10 movies you need to watch. And in that video, I go into a description as to why you need to watch those movies. And I tell you guys, I hadn't seen Constantine, and it was another one that I hadn't seen, or I was finishing up part 3 or number 3 of a movie. And I did finish that movie up as well. It was called 15 mirrors or 15 something, 15 cameras. But I had already seen 13 and 14 prior to seeing 15, part of 15, and I finished that movie since I did that video. Y'all, anyway, I'm going to get off of here. 5306 in. I made it back home. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 2 something or 3 something in the morning. And this is ridiculous, y'all. This is my life. And, let me tell y'all something. Y'all are going to have, for y'all new to gang stalking, don't hurt another gang stalker. We're all trying to make it. I'm going to go ahead and put this person on blast. I won't say their names, but you guys, I just met a gang stalker about 4 weeks ago, kicked it off. I'm not going to even tell you, she's on my YouTube channel. I just saw her twice. First and second time, we just spoke, and I don't know where we were, but, third time I'm like, oh, you got to go to this store because they have some really cheap stuff, food. And she had told me before we got going that her phone was dead. I had my son ordered me 2 chargers. I love to have my phone charged. I love to have 2 backups. Stay with me. Not 1, but I like to have 2 backup chargers, portable chargers. Unless the one like what I had before these 2 chargers holds a lot of battery. I mean, it was heavy. It held 80 hours of charge time. Okay. Got a good deal on a certain platform. But y'all, 2 different colors, so you know which one you want to use for this and blah, blah, blah. Y'all, I let that woman use my charger. We went on to the store, and as we were walking in the door, when God tells you to get some of your stuff back, get it back right then and there. I said, "What? No, how far are you gone now?" "Oh, I'm at 52 or 53." I'm like, "God, why are you telling me to get my charger from this woman? This woman is a gang stalking victim. She's going through some stuff. She seemed like she's nice. Y'all, how about that woman got her stuff, put it up on the belt in the grocery store, pretended, I don't know, I'm going to say she was pretending like she got a call from a detective on some issues she was having with a female supposedly at her apartment complex. And do y'all know that woman? I'm thinking she waiting for me outside. Why did she leave and took my charger with her? And then I kept texting her and texting her and texting her about my charger. I can meet you somewhere. Let me get my charger back. At some point, God told me, let her have it. And then he said it again. She not even answering the phone, y'all, pretending like when she did respond back the next day. "Don't you need to get your charger?" "No, bitch, you can have it." Because God, I told her, "No, you can have it because God told me to let you have it." I didn't elaborate. God told me to give it to you because if I didn't give it to you, obviously you needed more than I do, in parentheses. And if I take it back from you, I'm going to get my blessings blocked. No, you can have it. It got to that point, y'all, where God, I was like, I'm calling and calling, and I don't beg nobody even for my own shit. Y'all hear me? So I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to make you think that you got control of me and my possessions. That's not gonna happen. So what I did, this is exactly what I did. "Don't you need your, no, you can have," I said, "No, you can have it. God told me to give it to you." Then she responded back. See, I said, "You are the epitome of a guilty conscience. If God told me to give it to you, let it go. He told me to give it to you for a reason. You obviously needed it more than I did. But guess what? We will never talk again. Okay? You don't ever have to worry about that." And I even told her, "Yes, you are." And then she is a gang stalking victim. I can talk to someone 5 minutes and know they're a gang stalking victim. She is. That part she wasn't faking. And I said, "You know what? It's some people that are gang stalking victims, and I understand why. I understand why. This is how you treat people that's trying to help you." Moving right along, y'all. Charger. So now I have to keep the charger that I have charged up. It's the only one that I have. And I have stuff to charge. And it's using up, instead of me being able to use two chargers to do what I have to do, I have one. Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, when I turn my back on you, when I turn my back, I'm not turning back around. I may have turned around 4 or 5 times. When I do the final exit, curtain call. Okay? When I do my little curtsy with the curtain call, you can hang that up. And that's how we should be these days, y'all. Yes, forgive people, let them go on. I did say God said to give it to her. You can have it, but I don't have to be attached to it. So, and this may also be a Kimmy in the dark. Oh, I've been walking. Oh my God. But anyway, to get back to these karmics, you at work doing this shit in the company vehicle, in your vehicle. It was lit up like a fucking little Christmas tree. Big old parking lot. It was and they weren't getting off of work. No, they weren't getting off of work. They were coming to the edge where I was, coming to where the concrete is, the concrete parking spots is what I call them, the concrete parking spots, where the concrete the concrete is right there. Oh, what am I trying to say? The curb. Okay, like this whole curb right here. You see it under the light. Yeah, and you see these cars parked. That's the concrete or the curb parking. Yeah. Keep it moving. So anyway, y'all, it's it's sad how somebody can tell you what's going on in your life, call you all kind of mental, call you this and that, because your friend, because your friend's mama was schizophrenic. I'm not your friend's mama. I'm your mother. In other words, you saying that everybody that's saying something is going on with them, they're schizophrenic. Guess what is going on with you too? You're just not woke. Mama, you need some help. You need no. What you're doing, I'm getting all the help I need from you, because what you're doing is distancing, helping me to distance myself from you. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I'm getting all the fucking help I need right there, right with you. And then I just tell y'all I don't turn back around. I don't. I got a daughter right now, y'all. Hey, is she living? Nothing I did. I swear before, a stack of Bibles. Because my thing is this, y'all, and I'm going to go. I'm almost where I need to go. If someone has done something to you, this is how you know people lying, high-siding, telling falsies, telling half-truths, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you how you know. A person, just like me, I'm being up in your face. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm telling the truth, blah, blah, blah. A person that wants to tell falsies, damn, keep it moving. A person that tells half-truths, falsies, whatever you want to call it, and for the record, ooh, thank you, Jesus. Y'all told y'all God will give me some stuff to say, y'all, that needs to fit right in the particular video I'm doing. Have y'all ever met someone and they're telling you something? These are usually family members or best friends of a friend of a best friend or something. And they say, don't tell I told you. But it's some bizarre ass shit. Like, how would I not tell her that? I know who's spying on your mama, but don't tell I told you. Please don't tell I told you. Y'all think that's somebody y'all need to be hanging around? Would you go and tell that person regardless of what they said? I would. That's someone's fucking privacy being invaded. Or it don't even have to be spying. They could just be saying, don't tell her. Y'all, my mother always said a dog that carries a bone will bring a bone. BONE. Didn't know, kind of knew what she was talking about. I'm a teenager, 12, 11, I don't know. She said it on and off. It hit me. She wasn't talking about me, let me say that. Talking on the phone or talking to someone in person, I don't remember. But she would oftentimes say a dog that carries a bone will bring a bone. What that basically means is the same person that's talking about this person and telling you something about this person. Okay, it's somebody out here because they think I'm the SIM card is out the phone, bitch. Okay, you can go on back to your apartment. Y'all excuse me. Excuse my cursing. Now this is where I am. What that basically means, to break that down, is the dog that gossips or brings you news or gossip about someone may also be carrying and picking up gossip and news about you and carrying it to someone else. The dog that brings a bone will carry a bone. Okay? Y'all, when you have someone saying this, and I'm going to end this 104.05 in, if you ever heard someone say, don't tell nobody, don't tell them I told you. Look that person in the face and question why they don't want this person to know this is some detrimental fucking information. Why you don't want me to tell them? You know why? Because they got something to do with what they're saying. They played a part in it, if not the full part. They're lying about something. Check, check, check. A couple of these. Put a check mark next to it. They're lying about something, telling a half truth, not telling the full story that they had something to do with blah, 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 blah. They were watching that person too. They were watching you too. But they're going to throw it on someone else, that someone else was watching you, trying to clear their conscience. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I don't care who didn't see you. I don't care who didn't see you. I'm going to tell you about who did see you. God. That's all that matters. Karma. God emailed his sister Karma and said, hey, here's another one. Next. She stays busy because of these karmics. She stays busy. And I'm going to say it again. Let me reiterate myself because I'm here at my apartment. Y'all, you do something to this one. You do something now. You do something to me in the physical. I don't mean physically touching me because I'm going to knock you out. I'm just keeping it around. Don't do it. Don't. Woo. I'm talking about in the ethers, magic, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever. Please know that I know you've done it. Very high intuition. Please know, guarantee that I'm going to send it back to you. Y'all, my damn hand was hurting me so hard last night. I didn't say nothing to them, but it was hurt. And I knew it was just one hand. like what arthritis may feel like. Now, y'all, here y'all go. Kimmy, you might have arthritis. Let me tell you something. I take care of this one. Couldn't even hardly bend my hands back, but you can hear them up there. My son would have to pause this part and put the earplugs in because he's wondering, who am I talking about? But you can hear them above you. Y'all can't do nothing to Kimmy. Y'all know how many times I heard that? Y'all can't. I just wasn't saying anything, but guess what I was doing the whole time? Said it about 2 times and then said it a special way. I left out some stuff. Divine amendment. Guess who sent that back to whoever that is? Their little hands. Y'all, intuition. I knew, even if it was one of their relatives that they sent it to me, I knew their little hands was hurting. Because, baby, I'm going to tell you again, I don't do triple fold. That is not in my vocabulary. I'm going to send it back to you, and it's going to be about, I'm not going to say how many fold. My shit is triple digit. Y'all shit is triple fold. My shit is triple digits. Or 4 digits. So you're dying. Goodbye. You're dead. Because you don't know how to stop. You keep sending things to me, sending things to the collective, sending things to people that have not done anything to you. Now you are trying to reverse it. Baby, let me tell y'all something else that was omitted from the book of witchcraft. They didn't tell them that they can't take it back. Ooh, I gotta go. Ooh, I gotta go. Ooh, I gotta go. Ooh, God, I heard dancing, right? Yeah, I could come up with some shit. Ooh, I gotta go. Ooh, I gotta go. Don't record my shit. Yeah, ooh, I gotta go. Sleep good. I'm just go over and sleep. Just give me, my mouth is dry. Yes, it is. Just to get me some aqua or something to drink. Uh-oh. And I'm gone, y'all. I'm gone. Much love, y'all. I have much love for y'all, and y'all stay away from people. Please stay away from these people who thinking that you are lying. As a matter of fact, I got to put my uncle on blast. Uncle H. I left you a message saying, I just gave him something, we help, we fam, we help each other out, uh, Uncle H, this is my number. Call me. He didn't have my number. Call me. This was about 4 or 5 days ago. Now, I know why he didn't call me, because someone in the family was ill. Okay, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. So when I call, married, many moons, many years, when I call and talk to my aunt, okay, no names. If any of my cousins on here, they know what I'm talking about. That's all that matters. It's a family affair. So check this out, y'all. People think you dumb. And I started to tell him when he came to pick this item up yesterday. Now it's after midnight. But I said, no. Let me go catch this bus. I'll get back with him. So I'm on the home number. You called, you left. Y'all, look at these big old spiders that be out here, man. Ooh, what is that you eating on right there? And look at all these black bugs, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, when y'all see bugs like this, y'all see, whole nother video. Y'all see all these little black bugs? People are noticing some of this stuff. Even earlier yesterday now. Ooh, you got you a big old meal. Gone with your bad self now. Got you some, I don't know what that is. Okay. Sucking, it's drying out too, sucking all the juices, the love juices out of it. Look, something, when talking to my uncle on his way, he was still at home. I said, what is this, these bugs flying? Y'all, where are all these different types of bugs that have, in parentheses, that have had sex with other bugs and they're producing hybrids or whatever y'all want to call it? And I'm like, man, y'all need to, come on now. Producing even more evil bugs. And one of them landed on the vehicle. I said, what is that right there? What is it? He said, I don't know what that is. But on the phone, oh, big old bumblebee, big old wasp, y'all came by me. Oh, you must have some honey or some on. I said, I haven't had honey since last year. But my uncle, let me tell you something, uncle. I'm almost saying his name. So I called. We kept getting disconnected. Okay, kept getting disconnected. I'm out here, not out here, but I'm catching a train, and we just some reason we kept getting disconnected. So I said, okay, I'll wait till I get somewhere where I can call back. Oh, you called me and left me a voicemail? Yeah, I left you a voicemail and told you what my new number is and blah blah blah. Oh, you did. Guess what happened when I contacted him at the home number? And I said, wait till I get on him. So my aunt picks up the phone, y'all. This is funny. And my aunt, y'all got the smoothest aunt on the planet. My aunt already know what's fixing to go down with this conversation. She is fully in her 80s aware, okay? Just as cool as a cucumber, healthy. Okay. She said, baby, he said to call him on the cell phone. I'm gonna see how many of y'all gonna figure out why he told me to call him on the cell phone. I'm gonna tell you. He didn't think even after telling him I called him and left him a voicemail and blah, 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 blah. He thought I was lying. Y'all, let me say something. Oh, I want to say this so fucking loud. He's one of the people who don't think I'm a gang stalking victim, by the way. Ding! And amongst other people in the family. F y'all. Out of love. This F y'all's out of love. Y'all know how I am. And I'm going to say F y'all and give you a biggest hug on the planet. Look, and other people not going to get that. So I'm just saying, y'all, why people think you dumb? Why people think you don't know what they're doing? He was so shocked that his phone rang. When he picked it up, you can tell he was just had. And then he said, well, I said, Unc, did you check your voicemail? I didn't even hesitate. Did you check your voicemail? You would have known that I called you. You would have known that I have your phone number. You would have known your phone number is etched in the back of my damn head. Blah, 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 blah. You would have known that, but I'm just saying, I know your number by heart. Blah, 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 blah. Why people think you have to lie? Do y'all know as a gang stalking victim, that's one of the most hurting things. And he's done it multiple times. Because yes, guess what? Be careful who you seek counsel from. Let me go. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Alfred Wasalita. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao bella, ciao bello. Smooches gotta go. Bye. Peace. That's a new one. Peace. 11407 in. I love y'all. Wrong code, y'all. And I got to pee. Hold on. Don't happen till I get on the premises. Been noticing that. Bye.